and I am just so thrilled to be able to, and I'm trying to look for more superlatives. So I've used awesome, thrilled, pumped, excited. I've used all of those, and they all apply. What is up, everybody? Dan the Ultra Dad out for my long run today on this I'd like to say beautiful Sunday, but actually it's kind of dreary. I hope the audio is okay. This Insta360 is awesome, but the audio is not as awesome. So anyway, we're gonna have a good time. Hope your training's going well. We will catch up with you as we go. What's going on, everybody? Dan the Ultra Dad here. Hope you're doing well this weekend. I hope that you're enjoying your time off. For those of you who don't work on the weekend, it is a nice time to just relax a little bit, recharge your batteries, and get ready for the next week. For those of you who are working, more power to you. Good luck. It's tough working on the weekend. I've been there before. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, welcome. This channel is all about ultra running and about trail running. I mean, I do a little bit of road running too. In fact, as I told you the last video, I am going to be doing my first marathon, road marathon, in the spring on May 1st, the Flying Pig Marathon in Cincinnati, Ohio, my hometown. Looking forward to it. It is a little bit different for me because I am mostly a trail and ultra runner, but it's going to be awesome. Anyway, back to those of you who are new to the channel, welcome again. And if you'd like to follow along on my journey, definitely hit the bell notification and you'll be notified of future videos. If you like this one in particular, hit that like thumbs up. All of that out of the way. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about my 2A races for this summer after the road marathon that I'll be doing. These are both 100-mile races. Originally, I was thinking I might try to tackle just 100Ks and get faster, but you know what? The lure of the 100-miler overcame all of that, and I am going to be running 2 100-mile races this year. First of these is a race that I'm not a stranger to. I think it's safe to assume most of you probably know exactly what I'm talking about at this point. So I'm just going to put it right out there. I'll be running the Mohican 100 once again in Loudonville, Ohio. Oh man, I'm so looking forward to this race. This will be my third time in a row, my third year in a row running the Mohican 100 miler. It's going to be very, very exciting because there's some friends coming and joining me for this again. Actually, all the people that you saw last year that ran this race that were in my video, Tim, Ryan, Todd, Will, and myself are all returning to the Mohican 100. It's pretty awesome how it's working out. I didn't really expect this, to be honest. I wasn't even sure if I'd be running it again, but I had to, third time in a row, I had to do it. I finished it twice. I want to go for the third time and, go for the hat trick. That's going to be really, really cool, and I'm looking forward to doing that. So the Mohican 100 miler is a Western States qualifier. Like I said before, it's located in Loudonville, Ohio, in Mohican State Park. There's a campground there called Mohican Adventures. It's a private campground. It's pretty awesome. It's really, really nice, and they take very good care of it. So it is going to be amazing. We're going to have campers again in the campground for our home base to go back to, just like last year. It is going to be really, really fun, and I am just thrilled that I'm doing it again. It's also going to be a lot of fun to see Ryan and Todd and Tim once again. I was supposed to run the Grindstone 100 with Tim last fall, and that fell through because I got COVID. So it's kind of a little reunion of sorts. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I am very, very pumped about it, as you can tell. So the Mohican 100 in June, it is going to be a little earlier this year. Last year it was on Father's Day weekend, and I think it's been on that weekend for a while now. But they decided to roll it back 2 weeks to my birthday weekend, which is crazy, to June 4th. That's, I think, the Saturday is the start of the race. Hopefully there'll be more people that can come to the race because it's not on Father's Day weekend. It'll also make it a little bit better from a volunteer standpoint. Enough about the Mohican 100. You're going to hear so much more about this race as the year goes on. Let's move on to my second 100-mile race for 2022. And actually, this is kind of an A and a B. So I have registered for the Wasatch 100-mile race out in Utah. It's near Salt Lake City, and there's a lottery for that race. So I have registered for the lottery. It happens, I believe, on January 29th. Registration is closed for that race now, so I believe it's just over 500 applicants that have applied for, I think, something like 100 or 150 to 200 slots. Of course, mind you, a number of those applicants have applied before and not gotten in, so they have extra tickets. I think volunteers also get extra tickets. So in my Ultra Dad math, I'm thinking I'm just going to peg it right at about a 20% chance of getting into that race. So we'll have to see if that happens. The Wasatch 100 is a hard rock qualifier. It is a beast of a race. It's also really close to Salt Lake City, which is awesome because I have friends that live there, and it will be very convenient for me if I can do it. It is a crazy race, very hot at times, can be very cold, extremely technical. And if I get into that race, you can bet your bottom dollar that I'm going to put forth a huge effort this summer to get ready for it. Because if I have a chance to run the Wasatch 100, I'm going to finish that race come hell or high water. So that's the Wasatch 100. It's in the beginning. It's actually, if I said summer, that's not correct. It's the beginning of September. I think it's September 9th, 10th, that weekend-ish, and that's going to be just an amazing opportunity if I can get in. Now, it's awesome because, when you compare it to other lotteries like the Western States, I think I had a 1% chance there. If I have about a 20% chance, that's pretty cool, 1 in 5, I might get in. You never know. I mean, there's a much bigger chance than other lotteries, but we will just have to wait and see. But I'm not really concerned because if I can't get into the Wasatch 100 that weekend, there's another amazing, crazy beast of a race in that same weekend in September, and that is the I'm Tough 100-mile race in Idaho. It stands for the Idaho Mountain Ultra Trail Festival 100. They also have other different mileages as well. But the I'm Tough 100 is also a Hard Rock 100 qualifier. It's extremely difficult. It might be tougher than the Wasatch 100. I'm sure there'd be people on both sides that would make that argument that one or the other is more difficult. But the I'm Tough 100 is extremely difficult as well. I'll have to compare the two at some point. Don't you worry, that video will definitely come out, because as I wait for the lottery on January 29th, I'm going to be thinking about the differences between the two races and whether I really would prefer to do one of the two. Of course, at some point I want to do both, but this year I will do either the I'm Tough 100 or the Wasatch 100, depending on what happens with the Wasatch 100 lottery. The I'm Tough 100 lottery is not quite as competitive to get into. I don't really know why, because it's an amazing race, and I think both would be just great opportunities. So I can't wait to see which of these races will be my second 100 miler in September, a fall 100 miler. I love 100 mile ultramarathons in the fall, and it is just going to be brutal but amazing, and the scenery is going to be second to none either way, whether I get into Wasatch 100 or the I'm Tough 100. So anyway, all of that to say, I am so thrilled to be running in the Mohican 100 miler once again for the third year in a row. Hopefully a third year finish, fingers crossed. And that'll be in June, and then I'll be throwing everything into my training for the Wasatch 100 in Utah or the I'm Tough 100 in Idaho. It is going to be crazy. I just can't wait. So excited. I know this has probably been annoying because I'm so excited, but I just cannot. I just can't imagine how much fun it's going to be. I mean, of course, there's going to be some suffering too, but I love going out west. So anyway, thanks again for following along. Thank you for cheering for me down in the comments and helping me out with advice, things like that. If you have run either the I'm Tough 100 or the Wasatch 100, definitely hit me up in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experience. And if you want to run the Mohican 100 with me this year, definitely sign up and get into this race. I don't even know if there's spots left. My brother and I and Tim and Ryan and Todd, we all signed up within the first few days that registration opened, just to make sure. Thanks again for following along. Thanks again for doing all those things down below, liking, subscribing. I greatly appreciate it. And I should mention, I ran today. I'm sure you saw the video. It was a little interesting. I mean, I don't have my road legs yet. I'm pretty sore after just a 10 miler on the road, going just under 9 minutes per mile. So it was definitely challenging, and so it's going to be quite an experience training myself up for that marathon for that marathon on May 1st. So, all right, enough about all that. Have a great weekend, and we will catch you in the next one.